I'm gonna get right into it. Basically, the incident, the brutal murder of George Floyd was intentional, and I'm gonna break down why it was intentional. Anybody with half a brain knows that when you apply a form of a sleeper hold or you block the carotid artery, which is the main vein in the neck, that you will go to sleep. And chances are, if you you apply a sleeper hold or a form of sleeper hold too long, you're gonna die. The brain starts dying after 7 minutes. These cops, these road cops, these bad motherfuckers, basically held their neck, held their knee on his neck for over 8 minutes. He was dead at the 7 minute mark. Basically, when he said that I can't breathe, that was his last gasp for help. And none of them motherfucking police officers that were standing around, you know, you always have that friend in life when he knows that you've done too much. You know, enough is enough. That's enough. Uh, None of them officers basically said, hey, that's enough. You know, you stop it. You know, because they're road cops. And nobody wants to step on anybody's toes when it's a situation like that. As far as stepping in on another man's situation. Now these cops, they was, you know, according to the video, they was the third set of cops to come out there for allegedly the reason why they stopped him, according to the video, and the video that people were taking, is for a counterfeit $20 bill. All right, if this man, George Floyd, believed that he was wrong in whatever way, first of all, he wouldn't have sat out in front of the business, you know, until the cops got there. He probably didn't even know the cops were being called, you know. He honestly believed that he didn't do nothing wrong. You mean to tell me that the Minnesota Police Department don't have anything to do other than, you know, come after somebody for a counterfeit bill at a business? That would never happen out here because the cops are too busy, you know, lest they have nothing to do. You in one of them sleepy towns or suburbs or whatever the case may be, and they might just happen to come out. I believe the man was doing no wrong. And I believe, you know, looking at his physical stature, maybe I was wrong. You know, he don't look like the kind of guy that would tussle with the police. Now, we all get testy. I've been testy a time or two, and, you know, my personal thing with the police, basically, I don't like police like that, you know. And I know there's some good police out here, and I commend them for doing their job and doing the right thing and, you know, being good citizens. But, you know, like anything else in life, you have these bad rogue ass police that, you know, they get their dick hard basically from arresting people, brutalizing people. If they have hints of racism or whatever, you know, this is the type of shit that happens, you know. And there's always been this standoff, and you know, with the black community and police and things of that nature, where you know, we just don't like them, we don't trust them, and we have our justified reasons. You know, the Rodney King incident, the Watts incident, so many other things that have happened in revisionist history, where you know, like my man Darkman says, the cops are not our friends, and they're not. You know, they're nobody's friends. You know, what the hell do the police do anyway? Every time that I had some type of problem with the police or had a problem in general, the police did not help my situation. A lot of times they made my situation worse, or they questioned my intellectual prowess, or you know, they make you feel stupid. They make you feel like we're better than you, you know, and we know it because we got badges and guns and we could kill you at will, you know, without any question. So why would anybody in the black community trust, or any other community, minorities or whatever, would trust the police? We just don't. And that's been an unwritten rule way before my time, my mom's time, and it's justified, especially down south. I'm a little bit surprised that this happened in Minnesota. I don't know a lot about Minnesota. Minnesota seems like a more hip and contemporary type place. I don't know. But it's unfortunate. And furthermore, you know, that officer sitting there putting his knee on that man's neck for 7 minutes, it's like that's an awkward position for the officer. So the officer had to know what he was doing. He had to have knowledge. They got far more knowledge that about um, body parts and self defense. I watch a lot of sports and things like that, professional wrestling, and a little bit of MMA. From time to time, but I know that that artery is the main. The carotid artery is the main artery in your neck. And as somebody applies some type of hole around it, it's a soft tissue. So you're going to go to sleep. And furthermore, once they put cuffs on you, once they put handcuffs on you, game is over. Again, he doesn't look like the type of guy that would fight. He looked like he was testy, which all of us have been. I've been testy. I just don't like police, and I don't like how they act. I don't like how they talk to you. They're condescending. A lot of them are demeaning to you. It's like everything is kind of your fault. And that's how they treat you. So it's one of those type of things. And again, once they put a pair of handcuffs on you, the game is over. It's no need to put a knee on the neck because you ain't going nowhere. Wherever them handcuffs go, you go. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Yeah, you got the president say, basically you got a lot of people looting and they're upset, and some of the things are being done for the wrong reason. Never in my life did I ever think about going and looting anywhere. If I'm going to be out there protesting, I'm going to be out there protesting to, support the movement, not for my own gain and, ill-gotten gots or whatever. It's like, now that part of the looting aspect, that's wrong, and it's like, if you're going to be out there or whatever, do this for the right reason. Be out there for the right reasons. Support the movement. Support the man that lost his life behind this. Don't take advantage of the situation because you can. Because what you're doing is you're hurting people in the hood and these established places, because all they're going to do is go up on the prices. We already dealing with the pandemic and the coronavirus or whatever, and it's a lot of options out here because a lot of places were closed anyway. And then you go and rob these places, these grocery stores, which haven't been the best to us. It's like a lot of these grocery stores since this pandemic, they've been treating us like shit. And I'm here to tell you, I'm like, it looked like you got to wear masks, and you got to stand in line to get in the store, and it's been a lot of price gouging, and the workers haven't been very nice to you, and I'm like, I know that they're going through some shit too, just having to keep a job and just being there, and possibility of contracting the virus or whatever, but nobody asked you to do that job. Although we appreciate you doing that job, nobody asked you to be in that position. It's unfortunate what's going on. It's like you're the first line, but shit, hell, we need food. And by them doing these protests and stuff like that, I'm like, we already deprived in a lot of areas in the hood or whatever, and it's like now this sets us back even more. So people, think about what you do, and do things for the right reasons. Never put yourself in a precarious situation. You know, it's unfortunate everything that's happening and going on, and in the world today. But you see exactly who's in charge out here, and it's the government. It's the states. It's like they're imposing curfew, and it's like it's looking like we're going towards martial law. And things of that nature. Like I said, I don't come out too much for this, and the video aspect, I don't do too many videos, so here it is. Probably won't do another one for a while. Thanks for listening, and like and subscribe. The page is YouTube, piratesmack.com. Later.